Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at Arklatex I'm meteorologist Josh Marsas with your Friday morning forecast update. We have an amazing weekend on the way, so I want everybody to enjoy Friday and through the weekend. But the new development this morning is, again, Tropical Depression 22, which is likely to become Tropical Storm Wilfred at some point today, and eventually maybe Hurricane Wilfred. And the way the forecast is setting up for us this morning, I am forecasting us to maybe see some rainfall impacts from this next Tuesday and Wednesday. Keep in mind, a lot of this may change, as this will be kind of an interesting system to watch here over the upcoming days. A look at the path from the National Hurricane Center. This is the advisory that just came out. So what will happen is this will strengthen into a tropical storm and then a Category 1 hurricane this weekend. Notice it just kind of sits down here in the Gulf of Mexico. We do have a cold front that's rolling through the Arklatex today, so that's what's going to keep it down in the Gulf for the next few days and make it turn to the west a little bit. But notice it kind of approaches the Texas coastline here early next week, and then it just does a slow hug of the coastline the way things are looking right now. So again, if we were to start to see some impacts from this, it would likely be during the middle of next week. I hesitate to give you an exact time just because we know this situation will probably change, and you just look at the kind of cone of uncertainty, that big circle here. It could go just about anywhere, but we're starting to see a little better agreement with the models this morning that eventually this may get pulled up towards the Louisiana coastline as well after kind of hugging the Texas coast. So the spaghetti plots here, each one of those a forecast model indicating where the center of the path will be, and you can see most of it do show that turn into Texas, but what happens after that is it kind of gets drawn up the coastline. So may not make a direct impact on us, but either way it looks like it'll be close enough to see some rain from this through the middle of next week. That said, the weekend is going to be amazing, so I don't want that to deter from everybody getting outside and enjoying the weather this weekend. But once we get into next week, we could begin to see some rain from this on Monday. And the way it's looking like right now is that we'd see a little higher chance for rain maybe Tuesday and Wednesday. And that's it, that green blob that's down in the Gulf of Mexico. So again, just kind of put the middle of next week in the back of your mind. This looks like it would be a rainmaker for us. If anything, it doesn't look like the wind impacts would be anything significant for us. You know, unlike Hurricane Laura, that was the big issue there. But it looks like rain would be the biggest thing we'd be watching for the middle of next week. But again, this all could change in the upcoming days, so make sure you are checking back later today and through the weekend for those forecast updates. For your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we just have some postcard-like weather taking over here. Your temperatures are dropping off this morning. Everybody will likely be in the 60s at sunrise. We have a cold front that's rolling through, so our winds today will stay out of the north, but there is some dry air that is going to be surfing that north wind into the region, so your dew point temperature or your humidity is dropping, so it will feel great today. Your highs will still be warm, low to mid 80s, but it's going to feel really nice with the humidity kind of undergoing a steady drop through the afternoon. The humidity will even be lower as we move through the weekend. Weekend highs still forecast to be in the low to mid 80s for most locations. May wake up to a little cloud cover, but with that dry air moving in, eventually the clouds should be pushed to the south. I have not included any rain in the forecast for us today, so it will likely be too dry to see any of that get going. And again, the weekend looking mostly sunny both Saturday and Sunday. Look at the temperatures tonight. If you can get up early tomorrow morning, your sunrise temperatures between 7 and 8 a.m. will be in the 50s and low 60s, so there will be a little bit of cool air out there. And if you are out there early, you may need a jacket, maybe just a hoodie or a light sweater to get you through the morning. Long hot summer will be rewarded with a nice at least 3 to 4 day stretch here, as we should have pretty comfortable weather through Monday. And again, once we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, that's where we could begin to see some of the tropical-like impacts. So I've forecasted, some rain chances through the middle of the week. Either way, daytime temperatures will stay comfortable much of next week, and as will the overnight lows. Your overnight lows forecast to fall into the low and mid 60s for the next 7 days.